Alright manager, stand up straight and puff out your chest. It's time that we break down what your favorite keywords in Limbus Company say about you. Do the reverberations of a good trimmer burst speak to you deep down? And speaking of down, can you ever sink enough foes to fill that hole on your inside? I bet you're dying to find out, so let's get into it. And there's no better place to truly start than with, well, trimmer. The funny thing is with trimmer is you are kind of like Rager when it comes to certain things because you're a bit of an outcast, but in this sense you're an outcast from all the other keywords. You're completely obsessed with the funny noises that trimmer makes when you get that good reverberation off. The thing is, that obsession is something that is your key factor in life, albeit anything about you. You like trimmer? Well, you're kind of obsessed with it and you like to tell us all about it. You give us complicated tutorials on just the basic breakdown so that we know how your favorite thing works. But as a trimmer person, you are completely obsessed with at least one thing daily in your life. Could be anything from a new game that just came out that you're wanting to play, to your favorite makeup, to maybe candles? I don't know, but at least on the daily, you are obsessed with at least one thing. But that's okay. We know that you're obsessed with that thing, and we're going to listen to you talk about it at least 34 more times today, so we have to get used to your weird obsessions. Moving on to the next keyword on our list, we have Rupture. And come on guys, we know that most of the true Rupture fans can only be counted on one hand, and the rest of us run 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬. The problem is let's face it, the 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 guys are not the true Rupture fans, but if you're a 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬 fan, I'd say maybe that you like the aesthetic. For some reason, your whole personality is emo weeb. I get that's a bit of a weird concept, but it does exist. You like the aesthetic of the characters, and if you could, you would definitely walk around as the anti-fedora man. But for those real Rupture fans that are still out there, you guys are, well, old. Truly old. Possibly older than the entire video game industry. I know that I run 𝐓𝐡𝐢𝐬s because they're overpowered, but I do like the damage boost that you get from a good Rupture team. And if I had the resources to run said team, I would probably be in the older camp myself, because let's face it guys, I'm not the youngest YouTuber in the Project Moon community, so. But old isn't a personality trait, so let's break this down a little bit more. You're the kind of person who likes a bit of a challenge in your life, but you also like something to assist you in making your numbers just so much easier. I would say you're probably a bit of a caveman who likes the bonk builds in most other games. You know, big stick equals big damage. Well, here Rupture build brings up your damage every time you swing. So that's what I'm going to say you are if you're a Rupture guy. Let me know in the comment section down below if I'm wrong. Well, moving on from the old men like myself to the people who were probably depressed a while back ago with the sinking players. Oddly, these days you have so many options, so many IDs, so many egos, and you absolutely need everyone in the room to know it. Because for the longest time you had nothing. There is a specific energy sinking mains walk into every team comp conversation with. And that's the, yeah, I've been running sinking, it's pretty busted. Followed by looking around waiting for applause. That smug superiority complex is a real palpable thing. And here's the thing, it's half earned. Sinking is stacked. The problem is, the other half of that ego is just you being a spoiled rotten brat now. You've had it so good for so long that the struggle isn't even a concept you engage with anymore. Ask a charge main what it feels like. They'll tell you, they have time. They're not doing anything else. Speaking of people who are not doing anything else, well, at least in the beginning, they weren't doing anything else. We have the humble Poise player, and you guys, you're the veterans. You were there when the old magic was written. You're the survivors, all right? You were there when Poise was rough, back during season 1 and 2. You've watched the keyword stumble through its awkward era. You know, back when it had like pimples and it couldn't talk to girls and couldn't play sports, all that shit. And yet still you stayed. And something about those years did something to you. There's a specific 1,000-yard stare that Poise mains get when the early game comes up in conversation. You came out on the other side functional. Mostly. And now in a mirror dungeon, you will stack ego gifts until the game is physically incapable of challenging you. And you will absolutely call it skill. Which, let's face it, that's just you activating your greatest skill, your ultimate, called cope. But it's earned cope. You paid for those gifts with emotional damage from Season 1 and 2, and nobody's taking them from you, so stack away. Well, what can I say about charge players? You guys are most likely to have gone through an alternative stage in your life, because why else would you choose a keyword that sometimes hurts itself? Yeah, I know it's not always, but I mean, neither was that phase you went through. You're also probably the most likely to be a little bit on the nerdy side. I mean, let's face it, you're used to getting bullied at least a little bit, because in this game you were bullied for some reason for how easy it was for you to maintain your charge. Unlike Rupture people who would have to sit there and do complex math simulations in order to figure out exactly how to keep their Rupture up, you're just the bean counter. Just, hey look, there's 2 more. There's 3 more. Oh shit, would you look at that? I got full charge and now everything's dead. You swear that once you gain your power, you will make all the bullies pay for what they did to you. But other than that, you're a pretty chill person. Nowadays, you guys would prefer to just sit back, relax, run through your numbers like you normally do, and just win. Because in the end, that's what you end up doing. However, unlike what most of the community probably thinks of you at this point, they don't actually see the true you. Like your charge units that you love so well, you have many conditionals before you'll even function with other people. You've set up your defenses. You've got your shocking walls and your protection that only can be brought down if you allow it to. If your charge for society has run low, then you are the kind of person who prefers to be at home, just hanging out, chilling, and not really dealing with all of the anxieties that could be caused in the real world. Yes, burn players. Or should I say, victims? No, don't come any closer. I'll hold them back. You need to go see your friend. What are you doing? Stop approaching the... Oh, man. Okay, so burn victims. You guys are the definition of a Stockholm Syndrome, abusive relationship keeping player. What do I mean? Do you think I'm crazy? Well, let me just ask you, how does your burn build work while you're trying to keep up with just a fraction of Rupture's power? Oh, that's right. You have to have Magic Bullet. And that means all of your teams have to have Magic Bullet, because you can't ink out all of the damage you would like to without that sweet, sweet black flame. The funny thing is you're usually the nice person. You're the one who makes concessions in the background. You're the one who decides that you're going to just help people out and be cool. Well, secretly, you plot their downfall. Because at the end of the day, you're the kind of person who plans to make sure that everything burns to the ground. So hey, before that happens, would you like to be my friend? No, seriously, here, I got a cup of coffee for you. I'll make you a sandwich. I got steaks in the freezer. Let's just be cool. But don't worry, because just like you, I am coping. My biggest cope is that most of you are not subscribed to the channel, so go ahead, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, go ahead and like the video and comment about anything that I got wrong, right, and all that in between in the comment section down below. But hey, at least I'm not going to cut you like maybe our next players would, and our bleed players. And bleed players picked this keyword because it sounded cool. That's the whole story. You saw bleed, the aesthetic, the word blood fiend, and you were in. You were not interested in things like the stats. These vampires were your vampires, damn it. And like a Twilight fan, you're fully committed to the vibe. And look, blood fiend IDs are fine. They do their job. The issue is you treat them like they're the entire keyword and ignore everything else that exists. Nails? Do you guys remember those? Nah, you've never heard of them apparently. You've completely blinked on the fact that nails are in this game, or that they interact with your keyword. And they've been sitting there the whole time waiting for you to notice. You haven't noticed, and you're never going to, Because bleed players are not optimizers. Bleed players are romantics. You want the run to feel a certain way. You want contempt awe. You want sanguine desire. Not because someone told you that they're best in slot, but because they feel right. They match the energy. And when you finally see them pop in a gamble, you get all tingly inside. Well guys, that's going to be the video. That is every keyword, what it says about you, possibly a couple reasons why you guys like it. If I got anything wrong, you know what to do. If I got anything right and I deserve it, give me the like. Don't forget we have a Discord. I'm also on TikTok and on Twitch now, so give me a follow over there if you guys want to continue to see this channel grow. And if you'd like to see more what your favorite thing says about you videos, let me know that also. Well, with all that being said, guys, remember, be good to each other. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.